Okay, everybody, the idea I'm selling today is pretty privilege is hindering the workforce. I said it. I said it.
This is going to be a good one.
This is going to be
This is
fantastic.
going to be a good one. I can't wait.
Yeah. It's going to be even better when we turn off the microphones and stop recording and then we live together. It's going to be even better.
You know what?
No.
I'm not even
You know-
mad at it. I'm just perplexed by it.
Yeah.
I'm perplexed by
Well-
this whole, like all of it.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
about you saying this is kind of like very amusing to me.
Well, let me start with.
First of all, you saying the two words pretty privilege
Yeah, I know.
together.
Well, I just found out that was a thing.
Oh, and now you're selling it? Great.
No, I'm kidding.
That's already
That's
off
a
to the
joke.
start
I'm
of a
just joking.
solid,
It's a joke. I'm
solid argument.
So I'll start with a little miniature story.
Well, can you first define pretty privilege for the people that maybe
Yeah.
are newer to that term?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's agnostic. So it's men and women, right? Like
Okay, so a man can be
attractive
pretty.
people. A man can be pretty. I mean, I know lots of pretty men.
Are you a pretty man?
No, I've never been.
You don't consider
Pretty.
yourself a pretty man?
I do not.
Okay.
Do you?
So consider you a pretty man?
Yeah.
No.
All right, good.
You don't want to be a pretty man.
I'm not pretty.
Okay, so what is pretty
So,
privilege?
Pretty privilege is like the idea that attractive people sort of have gotten a free pass.
Oh, well, I think you're attractive. I just wouldn't call
Well-
you pretty.
Well, pretty privilege is the notion that pretty people have an advantage and their shortcomings get overlooked by others maybe in some way because they've sort of because they're attractive people.
Okay. So reframed, your
Yeah.
cell is, give us the cell again. Pretty privilege,
Pretty privilege
is hindering the workforce. So what you're really saying is attractive people are hindering the workforce.
It
Or the,
doesn't-
the
okay,
leg up
Listen,
that
it's not your
attractive
turn yet. It's not your
No,
turn.
I'm just translating for everyone. The leg up that attractive people have
Yeah.
is hindering the workforce, is what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right. So I'll start with a mini story. So I found myself at work a little while ago, and I was talking to an associate, a colleague, and we were sort of joking around. He was in the interview process, and he had said that somebody was a really, really solid candidate, and he was really excited about this person. And then also mentioned
He was interviewing someone.
interviewing this person. Also mentioned that this person was tall, and it was a quote. It was a bummer because he's got this idea of not hiring tall people, and it's a total joke. So, is that illegal? Yes. Is it a generalization? Yes. Is it also a joke? Yes. But the point was that tall people have like had built-in advantages in their lives, right? Like people have like looked at them as being a commanding presence or, sort of a leadership type person. And they maybe have had to work a little less than other folks have. So maybe haven't learned the same amount of grit.
Oh, do you consider yourself tall?
No, tall is like 6'6".
So you don't think you're tall?
I'm taller than average.
Who's the politician now? Do you consider yourself tall?
Yeah, I'm taller.
So do you have a leg up because you're tall?
Gosh.
Did he hire you?
No.
He interviewed you.
Well, he was one of the guys I didn't deal with it. See that? I must be short.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, good.
So anyway, this was joking and was like all kind of like a funny thing. But it did get me to thinking about this pretty privileged thing. And as I get into this and get into my deeper story, I want to start with Exhibit A in my portfolio, if you will.
Yourself?
Yeah. Actors. Mic drop. Best example of pretty privilege that I can give are actors, right?
Oh,
I'm going to name a few.
okay.
I'm going to name a few. Stop me when someone is a remarkable performer. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she's an amazing actress. She won a freaking Golden Globe and I believe an Oscar.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Megan Fox.
Why'd you bring in Megan
I don't know.
Fox? I wouldn't
just
even
look at-
call her
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is a good actor.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher is a good actor.
Okay, maybe you don't understand good acting. My all-time favorite, Channing Tatum.
Okay, he's not a good actor. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Right. Does Channing Tatum have pretty
Probably.
privilege?
Yeah, probably. Okay, there's one. You
Okay,
get one.
perfect. I feel like that was 5 that I did say, but
No.
you know guys, you know what I'm getting
I get a rebuttal in this. Before you move on, I get a
right.
rebuttal.
Okay,
I have a few people for you.
go ahead.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
She is not, by conventional terms, attractive.
Which shows you how good she is at her thing.
Right. And she's at the top of the game.
Right.
How do you say his name? Buscemi?
Shows you how talented he is.
My point is some of these amazing actors are all.
Oh, this is a vast generalization. It's not no things in life are 100%. I'm just saying they had to be really good at what they do. If Steve Buscemi was the same talent level as Channing Tatum, we would have no idea who Steve Buscemi is.
Steve Buscemi, I'm sure, got jobs because of the way that Steve Buscemi
Because he has a
looks.
unique look.
Yeah,
but
so you could call it unique look privilege.
What do you call those things? You call
unique
it like
look privilege. Typecasting.
No. Yeah, typecasting. Yeah.
Yeah, so he got typecast because of the way he looks.
Yeah.
Just like Channing Tatum got typecast because of the way he looks.
Yeah.
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 Right.
We agree.
No, yeah, but you're making my point.
This isn't about actors, though. This is about the workforce.
I'll move on.
Okay.
I'll move on. Another favorite of mine is the Kardashian family.
By the way, I'm not buying your sell. I never said that in the beginning.
You don't have to agree with me yet.
Ever.
Another favorite of mine is the Kardashian.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I want to point to the. You could probably call her an actress, right? I mean, that's
who?
Kim Kardashian.
I don't think she agrees. I don't think she would.
What would she call herself?
A mogul.
Oh, that's Exhibit C. She's not a mogul. I found this out.
She is a mogul.
I found this out in my research leading up to this.
Oh my gosh. Good.
Did you know that Kim Kardashian was trying to be a lawyer?
I did know this. In my research, I also uncovered this.
Yeah. Did you know that Kim Kardashian, in her efforts to be a lawyer, actually never went to law school?
Mm-hmm.
How many lawyers do you know that never went to law school?
She's not a lawyer.
Right. Why is she not a lawyer?
Because she didn't pass the bar.
Once?
A few times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's hard to pass the bar when you don't go to law school.
I would think so. Right.
Yeah.
So do you think that there's any part of Kim Kardashian's thought process there that because she had been labeled as attractive, that she just felt like these things were going to, like she didn't have to do what others had to do to become a lawyer?
I mean, maybe, but it didn't work out for her.
Yes.
It didn't work out for her. She didn't get the privilege.
Would you want her?
She may be a bit delusional because of her prettiness, but she didn't enter the workforce as a lawyer, so it's not weakening the workforce.
Would you want her representing you?
No, because she's not a licensed.
Thank you.
She's not a lawyer.
If you were leading a law firm, would you overlook?
She's not a lawyer, so this is a moot point. You have no argument here, sir. You got no argument because she didn't pass the bar.
Do you know? I want to point one more thing out before we move on from the Kardashians.
No, I'd like to stay here. We can debate the Kardashians. You know,
she had mentioned that she does not anticipate taking the bar exam again until at least late 2027, so that she can focus on her production schedule and business ventures. Which brings up another point. The Kardashians are business owners, yes? They own a shop?
No, they own brands.
A brand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know the brand?
No.
Oh, you don't?
Dash.
No, Dash is old. Get with it. What do you know about Dash? Oh my God. If your research shows Dash,
I don't care.
You did not do good research.
My point
Dash is old.
My point is
Skims.
Yes, that too.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I feel like this is like this idea that these business ventures and they're savvy business people.
Skims is a $1 billion brand.
That is successful not because of it's because of her notoriety and her privilege as like this poster person.
Skims is a $1 billion brand. Do you know what Skims is or what the product is?
Like clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's $1 billion brand.
Yeah.
Did she enter the market and use her looks and her notoriety? Yes.
So she had a leg up.
Are there a lot of other really attractive people that don't have $1 billion brands? Yes.
Yeah.
So why don't they?
Why don't they what?
Have $1 billion brands.
Other attractive people?
Yes.
Maybe they hadn't decided to have $1 billion brand.
Do you think I'm attractive or not?
I think you're super attractive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't I have $1 billion brand?
Because I just said to you, because it's not, you don't sell yourself as like, I am attractive. You sell yourself as I am still.
No.
Yeah.
I would sell myself as I am attractive. Do you think I'm more or less attractive than Kim Kardashian?
100 times more.
Okay, then why don't I have $1 billion brand? If all it took was her attractiveness to get her $1 billion brand, then I should have $1 billion brand if I'm as attractive as Kim Kardashian. Well, maybe I'm just not as pretty privileged as Kim Kardashian.
Maybe.
I guess you don't. I guess I just am not as pretty as Kim Kardashian.
Privilege exists on a sliding scale.
So I'm not as pretty as Kim Kardashian?
But she has other factors that you don't.
What? A big butt?
No, that she lives in LA and has had her entire life filmed and is the daughter of famous people.
So it's not just her pretty privilege.
That maybe got her into all those other things. But yeah, that's a huge part of it. Yeah.
It's not just her pretty privilege.
Maybe not, but that is a gigantic
So
ingredient.
it's not just her pretty privilege.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I won that. I think I won that.
Let me give you
round.
How many?
Ding! Point on Krista's side.
Politics.
If there's this in the thing, the guy puts my hand stuff.
Politics, another great example. How many times have you heard looks presidential or, all those things, right? Like,
this is an interesting one you're going down.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Good.
Let's do it. Let's go there. Okay. Let's talk about let's name the last 4 presidents.
Trump.
Biden.
Trump.
Ugh, Trump. Obama. Okay. Let's even go because we had Trump twice. Trump, Biden, Obama, Clinton, right? Or Bush.
Yeah.
So if you lined those 4 guys up and didn't know they were president, would you look at those 4 male specimens and say, these are conventionally attractive males?
I mean, it's maybe harder for me to decide.
No, one of them. And I think we all know which one I'm talking about.
Okay.
And he's not white.
But the other 3 of them were like...
And maybe Joe in his heyday. The Trump and George W. are not conventionally attractive men.
Okay.
But Biden, I've seen pictures of him when he's young, is more of a conventionally attractive man, but now he's old. And I would say Obama is more of a conventionally attractive man. But I think, but are they conventionally attractive people? If you line up the members of the U.S. Congress, are these conventionally attractive people? I think this is a horrible point for you.
Many.
They are not conventionally attractive
people have been in elected office for a very long time or in the career of politics for a very long time.
Okay, look at the new
privilege
people.
Wasn't such a big thing.
Look at the new people. Are they conventionally attractive?
Is Gavin Newsom conventionally attractive?
Okay, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
So does that help?
One person.
Does that help promote him as a candidate?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, in that case.
Thank you. Next.
Okay, in that case. But
yeah.
Does it help? Yes. But that is not how people in politics are getting their leg up. They're getting their leg up for a million different reasons. Money and knowing how to manipulate the American people.
But also, do you agree that looks presidential is a term you've heard before?
This is an interesting point, and I'm really glad we're going here.
Do you agree?
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
What does looks presidential?
This is exactly where I was hoping you would lead us.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you what it means to me when you're done.
What does it mean to you?
Well, one, historically it's been males, right? So men.
I know.
So
herein lies the
looks
problem.
presidential is probably like has like sexist underpinnings to some degree.
You're right.
Right. But also white male. Right. So
Also a problem.
also white males that are like a little bit older. So gray hair.
Also a problem.
Right. So yeah. But, you know, can you think of many presidents in the modern era that have been like drastically overweight?
Not in the modern era.
Right. So.
Not many.
Right. I mean, like, there are 100 things that play a part of it, right?
So
privilege is maybe not applicable.
So here's where we have to actually get to the crux of the issue, or the crux of the discussion. What does pretty mean?
Yeah, agreed.
Is pretty this genetic thing of you have conventional attractive features where everything, you know, when there's this like old study that they would put babies in a room, or like not babies in a room, they'd put a baby.
You shouldn't put babies in a room. I was just thinking, like, could you imagine a room full of like a dozen babies?
Oh my God,
what the hell is happening?
That'd be so cute.
That'd be dangerous.
That'd be so cute. No, they would put a baby and they would put two people in a baby with a baby, and one person would have a like perfectly symmetrical face, like both eyes spaced out and like a nose that's perfectly symmetrical. Well, and then the other, just let me say.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to say my piece.
Say your piece.
And then the other person, you know, an eye is like slightly off, and like the smile is a little lopsided, and the nostrils or whatever. And babies they would say, gravitate towards the person with the symmetrical face. What are you laughing at?
So babies were like, that one.
No, but
babies.
Well, that's like an old.
I don't know if that's.
What?
It just seems like. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But I have this idea of like babies like making choices, and they're like, you're like, you can't roll over, and you're like, oh yeah, you got this kid.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe this is a thing of me. I used to think babies liked me, and I was convinced it was because
maybe it's toddlers.
No, it was like this idea. I remember seeing it on like 2020, like, you know, the baby's like whatever. But conventionally attractive people, you know, have like big eyes, the like more narrow nose, big lips, you know, like high cheekbones.
You're just naming all the things that you don't have.
Well, for men, square jaw, you know, all the things.
Okay.
What?
All right, yeah.
You don't feel like you have a square jaw? You do have a square jaw.
Yeah.
You used to before your jaw got cut off. You had that before 2016.
At some point in my life.
Before 2016, you had that. Tall, but you just said you're not tall, so sorry. You disqualified yourself. But you know, conventionally attractive. So what is pretty privilege? This is what I wanted to bring to the table with my notes.
Good.
Is pretty privilege conventionally attractive features, or is it good grooming? Is it somebody who presents themselves in the right way, who understands how to dress, how to flatter themselves with the right type of clothing, how to be well groomed, how to use their beard with their nice little beard oil, who knows how to go to Lush and get the right kind of products.
Do you guys know about Lush?
This is okay. Side. This is an aside. Brian, Lush is a nice little store in the mall that our daughter Emmy loves.
Yeah.
And for her birthday, she was like, I just want to go to Lush and the Cheesecake Factory. And so we went. And we were like, we had our kids there and Emmy's boyfriend and my sister's kids, and I was like, everybody can get one thing and I'll buy it for everybody. And everyone was like shopping around, and all the kids like picked their thing, and I bought everything, and we're like looking at Brian's like still over at the men's section.
Kind of awesome.
We couldn't get him out of there.
Trying to be prettier.
Yeah. But is grooming what you're talking about pretty privilege, or is it attractiveness? And if it's grooming, then everyone has the ability to be well groomed.
Maybe.
Which totally disproves your argument.
I mean, you know, if you choose not to be, then you choose not to be.
Right.
I think of.
So what's the difference between?
Listen, pretty privilege is an umbrella term. All right.
Oh, he's walking it back.
No.
He's walking it back.
Think of it as.
Love it.
You know, one pole of the tent, or no, it is the tent. And then, sorry, I was getting, you know what happened? You know what happened?
This is when you know your argument
I was
is
distracted
not
by
strong.
your beauty.
Oh,
and then
I
like,
also kind of feel like this is, you just must not think I'm that pretty to have this, to literally have this argument, and your like pretty privilege is weakening the thing. And I'm just going to argue this with my ugly ass wife next to me.
That's not it. You know,
Yeah,
that's
it
not
is.
it.
Yeah,
No,
it is.
see, even now, like I lost my train of thought. I just looked at
Okay,
you,
all
and
right,
you just got
Romeo.
off, like in
Okay,
the
Romeo.
in the you know, the, what do you call it, the ether.
Okay.
No, I hear what you're saying, and I would agree that plays a role, right? But like, if you're thinking of the analogy that I was trying to get to, if the tent itself is pretty privileged, then there are multiple stakes that tie the tent down and multiple poles that hold the tent up. So yes, it incorporates a lot of things. I would say personal hygiene, wardrobe, they can easily be incorporated into
So you have
tent.
pretty privilege because you said that you get a lot of compliments on your looks at work.
My wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have, like, but you know, again, that's just one pole, right? Like I don't really have, you know, I'm not a traditionally pretty person.
You know, it's interesting in some of my research, also back to the actress thing, before you go into like how we solve this problem of pretty privilege weakening the workforce. Do you know, like, you know, People magazine does Sexiest Man Alive?
Yeah.
You would think that Sexiest Man Alive is like most conventionally attractive.
Usually.
Yeah, but some of the Sexiest Men Alive, you know who one of the Sexiest Men Alive was recently?
No.
John Krasinski.
I mean, he's tall.
He's tall.
Yeah.
But you would never look at him and think like, well, that is like a convention.
What would a baby say?
You know, get a baby in here.
Give us a baby. Who's got a kid?
No, but he is not a conventionally attractive guy. And
yeah, but they're also in
the
the business of selling magazines, right? Okay.
True. Yeah, true.
I mean, because it used to be like Denzel Washington and other guys like that are like.
Also, Paul Rudd was on there.
The Ant-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's short.
He is short.
Adam Levine.
From the
Maroon 5. Mm-hmm.
Not an attractive guy.
Girls love him.
Adam Levine.
Some women love him.
I don't get it.
Yeah, he's not mine.
I don't get it.
Anyway, but somebody you love, you used to love, a woman. Who is your celebrity crush in the 90s?
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, that's not who I was going to pick. But, well, now we know another one. From Friends.
Oh, Jennifer
Aniston.
Yeah.
I think like looking at her, like she doesn't have those like conventionally attractive features, but she was somebody that was like all people were like, she was like a 90s heartthrob for men. You know, so it kind of goes back to like what's pretty privilege, what's attractive. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, maybe.
I guess it's not me though, because my husband's.
Well, you have privilege like crazy in this house.
Come on. Who does the lion's share of the work in this house? Me.
Anyway.
That's another episode.
That is another episode.
Okay. So solve it for us, Debsher. Yeah.
Don't be fooled.
What?
Don't be fooled. Merit-based pay for everyone. Everyone goes on a comp plan, bonus structure. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying the way to solve for it is to be cognizant of it. That's really it.
So you're trying to say that people get hired because they're attractive, because you started with like the interview thing.
I think so.
I think so. I think that's
no. I mean, that's my theory. Yeah. I mean, the interview thing. To be clear, that brief conversation was
a joke.
Totally a joke.
Yes, it's a joke. Yeah. I get it.
But yeah, I think that I can't say that I'm in an organization where I feel like that is playing a role today. But
clearly you got hired.
I did.
Teasing.
Yeah.
Teasing.
90s heartthrob me. But no, I do think that I think that plays a role. I think you would agree that it plays a role.
I think it plays a role in the way that you are groomed, and I think that we should know this, and that's why we should put our best foot forward. You know, a lot of my clients are in the style sphere. Like, you know, they are image consultants. They do color theory. And so I spend a lot of time with them, like on the inside of their business, on the messaging and story side of it, and understanding how to message out what they do to people. And it's not really about like, look good so you can look good for your man, you know, like it's not that.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not. I mean, although, you know, that there's nothing wrong with that, or look good because you want to look good for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is about, there is actually science behind looking, not science, but there's data behind when you put your best foot forward, how people perceive you.
Yeah.
And if you're going to, I mean, we talk about this with our kids, like when you walk out into the world, you want to have your dress ironed. Totally like if you're going to work, I mean, there's been times where a child has been going to work in our house and I'm like, no, turn around and go steam your clothes because you're not going to work like that.
Totally agree.
So is that pretty privilege? No. But is that the way you're groomed and you're walking into a space? Yes. I mean, it's why I won't like.
Should that be like a baseline expectation?
I mean, it should, but I don't.
Customer facing job, that's like.
I should,
table stakes, right?
I don't even think it's about a customer facing job. I mean, I feel like I'm not a stickler on how our kids show up to school. I try not to be, but you know, there is a line in the sand. I won't let our kids wear pajama pants to school. And they're like, you're the only mom that, you know, everybody else wears pajama pants to school. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that is where I draw the line. Like you go to school, you're there to learn. I mean, besides like for pajama days or whatever, like, well, I mean, it's pajama day, but like you go to school, you're there to learn. You're not, when you put on harder pants, I mean, even if they're jogging pants or sweatpants, like it's signaling like I'm out of my house. I'm here to learn. I mean, when I grew up in a house that this was really kind of strict, like I never wore sweatpants to school. And if I did, I was like once or twice, and it was with like very nice sweatpants with very nice Champion colored sweatshirt and like a matching scrunchie. It was like a coordinated outfit.
Socks.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, my mom and dad were very strict on like how you show up in the world. And that was ingrained in me. And it was annoying, to be honest. And so I feel like I've laid off of that. But I do think you and I agree on
totally. That brings up an idea for another episode for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Log it.
So what are the stakes here? You tell me my stakes?
You tell me.
I'll tell you.
You tell me.
Thank you for asking. The result is everyone in the younger generation, if we're promoting pretty privilege, everyone in the younger generation is chasing aesthetics, not competency. Right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm going to tell you something that the kids are interested in right now.
Oh.
The kids.
Our kids or just.
The kids. Not the babies in the study, but the kids.
Oh my gosh.
The kids are nowadays doing this thing called looks maxing. You heard of it?
Did you get this in your research?
Yeah, I did. You know what's not a thing? Skills maxing. That was cheesy, but I really had to say it.
We're going to clip that in the soundbite.
No, but you know what I mean, right? It's promoting things that we don't necessarily want to promote.
I agree.
In younger generations, right? That, you know, if you look a certain way, you get a certain thing. And it's not about like your ability to do something to add value. It's just your ability to look a certain thing.
The person you really should have brought up for this, for your side, if I was arguing this, the person I would have brought to the table is Alex Earle. Do you ever know who that is?
Yeah, she
was on Dancing with the Stars. We watched her.
Yeah,
but I mean, Alex Earle to me is the biggest example of pretty privilege.
Yeah, there's so many I couldn't possibly write them all.
I mean, Kardashians are kind of like old news, but
that's a good one though.
Not really. Alex Earle to me is like it because, and she is like the face of, you know, what Gen Z is chasing as this standard of beauty, and she is a literal Barbie doll. You know, very tiny, very tan, very blonde, filler everywhere, and like looks maxing is is it. And she just launched a brand. I think it's called Real Actives or something. It's a skincare brand. And I mean, in her defense, she did do a little, like, she showed a lot of like how bad her skin was. Now, if she really used this brand to clear up her skin or not, I don't know. But, you know, yeah. But she's all over TikTok and, you know, girls idolize her and the way she looks. Yes.
I'm not even like, I know her name. I don't really know anything about her.
I think, you know, yeah, I don't want to get too much into our own kids. I do think our kids are pretty grounded in that stuff, but everybody falls into it, you know. No one's immune from looking at these women and being like, gosh, she's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the solution here is not to like, and again, this is all kind of tongue in cheek, right? Like the solution here isn't to like suddenly start treating attractive people badly or hold something against them. The solution is just
so glad you don't think I'm attractive. I mean, otherwise the rest of my life would be so bad.
Truth be told, I was going to use you as pretty privileged example, but I didn't want to in any way.
You're so full of it. You're so full of it.
Your accomplishments or short.
What? You are so full of it.
No, I'm serious.
What? You are so full of it.
I'm not dead serious. Why are you saying that? We'll come back to this. My solution, again, just to be clear, that is just funny and it's kind of joking stuff, right? But I'm not here promoting the idea of like treating attractive people poorly or targeting attractive people for the fact that I'm just saying, like, just be cognizant that it's a thing, right? Like, just be aware.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like G.I. Joe said, right? Knowing is half the battle.
Did G.I. Joe say that?
Oh my God, yes.
I never watched G.I. Joe.
Real American hero.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
That's what is it? Real G.I. Joe?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, state your cell again.
Pretty privilege is hindering the workforce. I forgot what my word was. Pretty privilege is hindering the workforce.
I don't buy it. It's way too dramatic.
That's what I was going for. Nailed it.
I do not buy it.
No.
I will say,
I mean,
pretty privilege is real.
It's a thing. I couldn't be like, oh, I'm selling pretty privilege as a thing, because of course everyone would buy it.
I don't think it's hindering the workforce, but I mean, I'm not in like the same workforce you're in, but I'm not buying it. I will say I would agree with pretty privilege is giving people in my world, which is like marketing and online business, I guess, you know, social media content creation. I will say up until even now, I guess you could say pretty privilege is giving people a leg up in marketing. But I do really feel like the pendulum is swinging. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I think people now with AI influencers, like it's really hard to know what's real and what's not. When someone looks too perfect, when someone does look like an Alex Earl, I just immediately assume it's an AI influencer, which is like there are these AI influencers. When they look like that, I'm like, well, that's not a real person.
Do you fear that people will think you're AI?
Nice try, I'm sure. Nice try. No one's going to think I'm an AI influencer. Although now AI influencers...
You're sitting right next to me. That's the only reason. Yeah.
Okay. Now AI influencers, they are trying to make them look like me. Like saggy neck, but, you know, bags under the eyes. Like they're trying to make them look like real people. It's all so crazy. It's like, I can't even believe this is the world we're living in, where you have to look and you're like, is that a real person? Is that, I don't know. Is that, it's really wild. Crazy. So anyway, this was a fun one.
Yeah. You're welcome.
It's a fun one. I wouldn't say it's your most solid argument.
No, maybe not, but like, I got my point across.
Yeah, it was a good discussion. Yeah. All right, you have to let us know. Pretty privilege is hindering the workforce. That's a good one to take back to your coffee.
Yeah, that's a good one
talk around your water cooler. Yeah. Let us know what you guys come up with.
Also, let us know if you guys believe that babies could have been involved in this study.
Let me find that.
I just think, in my head, I just like, what was that movie with the animated movie with the boss baby? I just have like that photo in my head of like all these babies with these like giant oversized diaper pins just sitting on the floor. Like
I keep thinking of Look Who's Talking.
Everybody pointing out the good looking people.
It's your I think I'm going to find that.
I want to see it.
Okay. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.